まだまだね。
Hello everyone, Crow here, and this is primarily going to be a pickup video, but there's a couple of things I want to, get out of the way first. Long story short, I haven't been making any videos. I've been super busy, but before I get to what has happened over the last week, just kind of got a question for everybody out there. I've got a Super Nintendo here and a copy of Super Mario Bros. All-Stars. Now, apparently there's nothing wrong with the Super Nintendo. I've hooked it up, and, it plays every single game I throw at it, except for this one, Super Mario Bros. All-Stars. Conversely, I have thrown this cartridge in other Super Nintendos, and they work. I've cleaned this cartridge, I've cleaned the Super Nintendo. I can't get the two to work for some unknown reason. Seriously, I will swab this thing with the 90% alcohol, no dirt in it at all. I have cleaning kit for the Super Nintendo. It's clean. I've put games in there. They work first try. This thing works first try on other Super Nintendos. However, I put this in, turn it on, it powers on, black screen, nothing comes up. If anybody has any ideas why this cartridge won't work in the Super Nintendo, please let me know. I probably nobody's going to be able to help me. I can't figure this one out. This happens to be a friend of my wife's Super Nintendo, and I gave him this copy of Super Mario Bros. All-Stars. I know it works. It works in mine. It doesn't work in this one. I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, there's that. Also, last weekend, this is just an interesting story. Wednesday morning, before I went to go to work, I went to go grab some food, frozen TV dinner is what I usually have for lunch at work. And long story short, my refrigerator died overnight. Now, it was a really old refrigerator that came with the house. We knew it was going to die eventually. But, yeah, let's just do that. Wednesday morning, my refrigerator died. So I was like, oh, okay, for lunch I'm going to have to go out to eat. I'm going to work, and my car doesn't necessarily die, but is shifting at all the wrong gears. It's becoming increasingly difficult to drive because it's not shifting correctly. I drive an automatic. So I take my car in, I take half a day off work, take my car in, needs a new transmission. And I don't get my car back for 4 days. Not really 4 days. I didn't get it back till Saturday. But they kept telling me it'd be ready the next day, the next day, the next day. So, so yeah, on top of all that, I didn't have a car. I took Thursday and Friday off of work. I just happened to have those days off because it was my birthday. So I decided to take it. So anyway, instead of just enjoying my birthday, I was out shopping for refrigerators Thursday and Friday. And Saturday went to a wedding. That's a different story. So yeah, I haven't been making any videos because of all this stuff and dealing with the refrigerator and all that. So just thought that would be an amusing anecdote. So it's just hilarious the way things happen, So yeah, I just wanted to make that as quick as possible. I will be making videos again, hopefully sometime soon. I've just been really, really busy. Hopefully all that is behind me now. So let's get to what I have picked up. Not too much stuff, although you may be considering that I did get a lot of stuff, seeing as how it was my birthday last week. But I really didn't get all that much stuff. It was mainly all gift cards and cash because people don't know what to get me. So, first thing I want to show is something we got in the mail. Sure you've seen other people may have been showing us off. I know 911 Bones had a video on that. And that is, got the prize from the Nintendo Club, the Elite Prize, the Mario figure statue thing with, all this stuff. We have it in display in our living room. Just took it down to show you all this. It's actually quite cool. The characters themselves are like rubbery, and the pipe and the bricks are all hard plastic. But it's a nice little piece. It's certainly better than the Mario hat last year, but not as good as the prizes, the Elite Club member things that Japan gets. Last year they got a Game & Watch. I'd rather have that than this, but what are you going to do? I'm not going to complain for free stuff, And let's see, last week during a trip to Goodwill, we went to Goodwill because I was picking up my car out there. Found in the stack of sports stuff, foreign television games. Now, when I first saw these, I was like, and they were kind of scattered, they weren't all together. I was like, oh, I have all these, I'm not going to get these. And then I was like, looking at, each one was $1.99. You know what, I'll pick them up, why not? You know, maybe there's overlays in here that I don't have, or maybe there's instruction booklet or something. But yeah, the first one, Sea Battle. Turns out I brought this home and I went to go look for the box. I didn't have this one. So yeah, I got another television game, Sea Battle. And for being at Goodwill, just sitting out there, it's not too bad, you know. You got everything in here. The overlays aren't in the. Actually, these are pretty decent. One of them is kind of bent a little bit, but this one's in almost perfect condition. So you got that, and all these are duplicates for me. You got Bomb Squad, which actually I happen to like. I got one overlay, no, two overlays here. They're in decent condition. So you know, these will just go into my, you know, for trade or for sale pile, which I might need to do a video for sometime. I've done some trades with other people, you know, just because they had stuff I wanted, and I list off, hey, you know, I got this stuff, you want to trade any of that stuff? But also, you got Astro Smash boxes, and, you know, that bad, the bottom flap doesn't want to stay in. You know, again, we have the overlay and the cartridge and all that. And then Tron Deadly Discs, and it's the same thing, you know, box is slightly, you know, actually I didn't even notice this, but the back of the box seems a little bit burnt. You know, I don't know how that happens, but yeah, you know, for $2, who's going to complain, right? Now, the cartridge is in the label on it's kind of bleeding through with that glue problem in there. Let me see if I can pull that out and, you know, see if you can see that or not. But you know what? The other cartridge I have is exactly the same way. So there's that. That's all the games. But over the past, you know, 2 years ago, I upgraded my computer, and right now I'm at the point where I'm taxing it, you know, pretty hard. You know, and even the last 2 years ago when I upgraded it, it was just a quick upgrade because something, I can't remember what it was failing on my computer, and I was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I just went out and spent $150 quick dollars just to get a motherboard and CPU to replace, and I was living with, you know, the computer I had now. Not the greatest. It was like a micro ATX board, but I just actually got back from Tiger Direct, which is actually now CompUSA, but I still call it Tiger Direct, the actual store, the warehouse. And I picked up some stuff to upgrade my computer, so I'll be doing that over the next couple days. So, you know, I got my AMD Phenom 2. This is a 6-core. I think it's, yeah, 3.2 gigahertz. So there's that. Of course, I got the memory, 8 gigs, DDR3. Yeah. Doesn't actually say it on here, but I know that's what it is. Yeah, DDR3, yeah. And, of course, we've got a motherboard, you know, pretty cheap, you know, $100 for this motherboard. And a, you know, I bought a was it heatsink fan, CPU cooler for it as well. So I spent $600 at Tiger Direct today. So yeah, it's a project I'm going to have to work on. But yeah, I'm happy I'm going to get my computer upgraded. It won't take me so long to edit the videos anymore. Yeah, I had a really weird problem with this computer. You know, I had a built-in video card in the motherboard, and I figure, oh, if I want to, you know, increase, you know, get a better video card, I could just do that. So I bought a cheap video card. It's actually, the only reason it was cheap is because I got like a $40 instant rebate on it too. So I either paid like $20 or $30 in the long run for this video card. I plugged it in to try it out, and it worked. However, my other PCI slot stopped working, as did some of the USB slots. So apparently there was some problem with the motherboard and being able to handle the power or something like that. So that's kind of one of the reasons I want to upgrade my computer. You know, crappy video, and pretty slow, and some of the USB ports are wonky. to begin with. So that's what I'm going to be working on, you know, next day or so. But that about covers it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
This way.
Okay, I'll just follow your butt. Whoa, not anymore, I won't.